Good evening. This is Brooks Compton. I'm the mayor of the city of Centerville, and we just completed on November 19, 2018, our 17th meeting of the year. Our meeting was called to order about 7:30, and we had the good fortune this evening to have the invocation given by Pastor Patrick Sloniker, who's the new pastor at Incarnation Catholic Church here in Centerville. And he gave the invocation and talked a little bit about his background. So we welcome Father Sloniker here to the Centerville area and look forward to seeing him around the community for many years to come. The Pledge of Allegiance was taken this evening we were led in the pledge by Girl Scout Troop from 33, it's the Girl Scout Troop 33285. They have girls from all of the schools here in the city of Centerville School District. And their leader, Michelle Van Huss, led the group here this evening, but they all had an opportunity to tell us a little bit about why they like scouting, and it was really a bright group of girls, and we really enjoyed them leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Roll call was taken this evening. The only council member this evening was absent was John Pulcher. He was a little bit under the weather and was unable to attend the meeting this evening, and he was excused. We took, as we normally do, actions on previous council meetings and approved the minutes from those meetings, and then moved on to communications, and we did not have any communications this evening. We had a special event. Chief Matt Brown was here, and there have been several promotions. There are 4 promotions, his first promotions as the chief of the Centerville Police Department, and all of those promoted police officers were present this evening. Tyler Wilson, happened to be his birthday today. He's been promoted to a lieutenant. He's been with the department since 2007. Then Mike Yoder was also promoted to lieutenant. He was present this evening. Anthony Green, who is a new sergeant for the Centerville Police Department. He's been with the Centerville Police Department since 2009, and Sergeant Green now has just been promoted to that new position. And then Josh Ratliff, who started as a cadet back in 2008, was recently promoted by the chief to sergeant of the Centerville Police Department. We had an opportunity to meet each of the newly promoted officers this evening, and their families were here to be able to congratulate them on a job well done and their promotions. And as we talk about many times, we are extremely fortunate to have the professional force that we have in the Centerville Police Department. They do great work for the community. They are a great resource for the community, and we are very, very fortunate to have them as our police officer in our police department. Chief Brown, you're doing a great job, and we're very, very pleased with what's going on at the department. That also did kind of coincide with an item we had on our consent agenda, and I'll just bring this up since we're talking about the police, is we had an item on our consent agenda where West Carrollton has been using our dispatch service for their fire, EMS, and their police department, and they've been so pleased with that arrangement that they extended that agreement for an additional 10 years. So we're very pleased with that, that they've come on board our dispatch service a couple years ago. It's gone extremely well. They've been extremely pleased with the performance of the Centerville dispatch system, and they signed on for additional 10 years. So that's just a side note on the police department. Tonight, for the City Beautiful Commission, Sandra Cadillac was sworn in as a new member. She was interviewed by council a month or so back. She attended the City Beautiful Commission meeting and wanted to be a member, and she was sworn in this evening. So we appreciate Sandra participating as a member of the City Beautiful Commission. Tonight, we also had from Miami Valley Hospital South Campus, Joanne Ringer, who is the Chief Operating Officer of the Miami Valley South Campus, and they have a big event coming up. They have a grand opening on December 9 from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock for the community to come and see the new facilities that they've added. One is the Spine and Joint Excellence Center of Excellence, which will be open for an opportunity for the community to see what they've done, in addition to the new operating rooms, the new 20 beds that they've added, the orthopedic center. It's really Miami Valley Hospital South and Premier have fulfilled their commitment which when they purchased that property a number of years ago, that they would provide an outstanding medical facility to this part of the county, and in particular to the city of Centerville, and we could not be more pleased with what they've done and what they've brought to our community from first-class medical care. So Joanne made a great report about that new facility and what they were doing, and we look forward to the grand opening on December 9, and thank Joanne for being here tonight for our meeting. We had a number of official reports. We commented in particular about the Veterans Day, which was last Sunday, November 11th. Great crowd. Colonel Muha from Wright-Patterson Air Force Base was our keynote speaker. The Centerville Police Honor Guard was there, along with the Fire Department Honor Guard, and the VFW 9550 chapter had their Honor Guard present. A very beautiful day for veterans to honor those who have served our country. And we had a really nice turnout of veterans at Stubbs Park at the Veterans Memorial. Thanks to all those who helped put that together. Faith Leaders Breakfast took place last Wednesday. That was a very nice event where the faith leaders in our community get together. Mayor Mark Kingseed started at I think about 12 or 13 years ago, and it's grown every year. Today, this past Wednesday, we had approximately 50 at the Faith Leaders Breakfast, all talking about the different activities that they do and coordinate among themselves to help out many, many people in the community. It's interesting how that's developed over the years. It was when Mark started the first Faith Leaders Breakfast a number of years ago. A lot of the different entities and churches and charitable entities here in the community all kind of did their own thing, and all of us who attended have seen it since it first started, have seen it really go to where all of the organizations are now very much interacting with each other to provide benefits throughout the community. And it's hard to believe, but in the 5.8 and 5.9 zip code, approximately 40% of those people who receive from the First Dawn Food Pantry and other community events for those charitable events here in our community are from the 5.8, 5.9. So it really shows that there's a need in our community, but it also shows the outstanding support that the community gets from the faith organizations to assist those people who maybe with just one event sets them back a little bit, then they need the help of those community organizations. And we are very fortunate to have them here in our community. We are loaded with really hardworking faith leaders in our community who do a lot for our community. December 2nd, 2018, 50th anniversary of the city of Centerville becoming a city. It culminates in the tree lighting, the Christmas tree lighting on December the 2nd down at Benham's Grove. And that starts at 5 o'clock, and the tree lighting will be around 6 o'clock. But you should not forget about the holiday walk that takes place earlier in the day, starting at 1 o'clock in the AP district. There will be carriage rides. All of the businesses will be open. Lots of refreshments, lots of opportunity for great shopping to see what's going on in the AP district, and there's a lot going on. So take advantage of that. The holiday walk starting at 1 o'clock. And culminating in the 50th celebration on December 2nd down at Benham's Grove starting at 5 o'clock. Santa will be there. The Klein Cougar Chorus will be there. The Centerville Community Band, the Miami Valley Dance Company, and a lot of people. It'll be a really good time. So I'd like to welcome you or encourage you to come down there on December 2nd and also take part in the holiday walk. We had a very lengthy consent agenda this evening, and the consent agenda are items that come before us that we've discussed on our they consider routine, but we've discussed them at our council meetings before, and we bring those forward on just one item or one motion, and it's approved by one motion and a second and approved by all the council. We had a number of items that came up, what I'll just mention just briefly. One was this year we wanted to make sure that we were not going out after the first of the year on our budget, and so tonight we set for public hearing December 17 the budget, which Jonathan Hudson, our finance director, has put together working with the rest of staff and city council. We also had a resolution approving the entry into the 10-year extension on the West Carrollton dispatch service where they use the city of Centerville. A number of other items regarding an acquisition of a piece of property, which is very helpful for the city of Centerville to have control of that property. and also a property with, an item with respect to ditch and water course and culvert post-construction operation and maintenance along the Gateway Lofts project, which is down on Alex Bell Road. And then finally, we appointed Terry O'Brien as the Arts Commission member, a new Arts Commission member. We appreciate him doing so. We had a couple old business items. Both of those dealt with pay ordinances, pay rates of pay for the City of Centerville employees, both here in the building and elsewhere in the city. Those were both approved. And then we had a couple emergency ordinances, and those dealt with what's called the PACE program, which Holly Chrisman brought before us in conjunction with the Lofts project on Alex Bell. And the PACE program is a property assessed clean energy program where a developer can add and improve their property by improving their energy efficiency, and that can be by windows, doors, appliances, lighting, etc., throughout the project. And that can be used as a special assessment financing tool, which is an economic development tool for the City of Centerville. So the new project there at the Lofts is incorporating the PACE program, and they are going to invest an additional, I believe it's approximately $3 million into that project on energy efficiencies, which will go into the tax duplicate, which the city supports, has absolutely no liability, but is a conduit to make sure that this goes forward. And we support that very much because that will add value to the community and to the project itself. Both of those ordinances dealing with the PACE project were presented by our Economic Development Director, Holly Chrisman, and were approved unanimously by Council. Mr. Engert, before our adjournment, congratulated the Alter High School football team making it to the semifinals. There are a number of kids that go to Alter High School that live within the City of Centerville, so we're wishing for their success and hopefully a state championship for Alter in football. And we also wanted to congratulate the Centerville girls cross country team on another outstanding podium finish. They were second in the state this year, a great effort again, 4 times in a row state champions, and they were second this year. Feel confident that they'll be right back on the podium next year. The meeting adjourned a little bit after 9 o'clock. If you have a chance to watch the full meeting, please go to the mvcc.org or .net, and the meeting is available there to watch the whole meeting. If not, we appreciate you watching the summary. If you have any questions, please contact the City of Centerville at 433-7151, or you can contact any of our council members who are listed on the Town Crier or on the City of Centerville website, either by email or our telephone numbers. Thank you for watching. Have a great Thanksgiving, and we'll see you on December 17 here in the council chambers for our next meeting. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.